Okie dokie, everything is set up. I do see that the number at the moment is currently 0, and that's a-okay. Although this is now very loud on my end, so oops. Oopsie daisy. There we go. Nope, never mind, that's turned it all down. Volume? Can't even tell anymore. Oh well. Howdy hi. Bara I pronoun ani nosta. Welcome back to the stream, and today we are having more of a quiet one today. Especially since the last couple were games and we're back to the week. Therefore, it's back to our weekly shenanigans of simply getting work done. So, yeah. I usually stream earlier, but unfortunately today it's been a bit of a busy one, considering I've had to do anything that is now taking me out the house. I've now just considered people stuff, which is fine. It's all good. You've got to do people stuff in order to get by during the day. So it's a-okay, which is why I'm a little bit... I don't have as much energy this time. But that's fine, because we don't always have to have that much energy in order to get through these sorts of things. However, what we do know is that for the shelf, we couldn't really add much. I forgot to ask somebody for their picture. I'm going to bug people for their pictures at this point. So instead, we now added the yippee that Felix made. So I thank very much Felix for making that small little yippee for today. Although they made it a while back, I just needed to actually get the thing and to put the yippee on the shelf. I always find it really funny whenever I look at it, because the hat for it is just super big compared to the body. And when looking at it from the other yippies that have been made, it's a case of this one has the smallest body, but it makes up for it for the just hat and hat shenanigans. But yeah, no, today is just okay, we're fine. Today is just like a chill one. Today is just a small little bit of work. I wasn't expecting too much, considering I'm not streaming at my normal time. Oh, I say normal in quotations. Just turn that back down a bit. Yeah, so normal in quotations rather than normal in general. Considering in my time it's usually around anywhere between 1 to 3 o'clock, so early to mid-afternoon, and right now it is currently 6:30. So a little bit later in the day, but that's okay. Because either way, please, as long as this works, I managed to port the work onto here instead, which, yeah. So it's once again going to be Museum de Legal stuff, because unfortunately I've got to give that in for coursework, which means that it's gonna be the main project. So right now it's just in the rough stage of me trying to get whatever stuff I need down, but once that is all done, it's just a case of we polish it all through, and once we polish that all through, then it should be suitable for submitting to places. And by submitting to places, I mean submitting to uni. But again, that's why we have the little privacy banner, because not many people decide to stream a Word document, which understandable as anything at this point. Because it takes a little bit. It takes a tiny little bit. but that's not too bad. So if I do no matter who's on here or who's not, a little recap for Museum de Legal. Basically, it's just a light sort of, I can't call it speculative fiction, but it's light bit of fiction where basically this is a museum of objects that have been robbed from other museums, and everybody who is working there, except for like one or two, are actually from like that criminal world. So the story I'm writing at the moment is a tour guide showing off all of the different sort of sections that they have, which it's coming together. It's coming together. I'll have to see how many words I've currently got. So hold on a momento, please and thank you. 800 words so far, and I have to make this into 3,000. So of course, when I get the first layering done, it'll come to whatever word count it'll come to. Then will be like the second edit, where I'm either gonna have to add stuff or take stuff out. And with that, it also means that I need to refine what content's in there, do a bit of research into what people read while I'm also doing it, and then also work on bits and pieces that happen to go alongside it. So today is just working on this, but again, late at night rather. I say late, it's like almost 7 here. It's not that late. It's semi-late. It's not my usual streaming time, basically. But Mondays are hit and miss, considering I have lessons before then. So don't end until a certain time, and because I don't end until a certain time, it's a hit and miss if I feel like I'm going to be up to doing this sort of stuff. So these streams are never going to be like too long, but they're going to at least be semi-productive in a way. Before I start working, mind you, I do have like a small streaming schedule for this week. I'll get one of those fancy schmancy like schedule things at some point. But for now, we are going to have to deal with a slight bit of scuff as usual. So today, I want to focus a little bit on museum. Tomorrow, I'm going to see if I can set up like a session of Duolingo. So Chat and I, my dear patrons, are going to be learning Welsh. Wednesday, no stream because that's like my longest day. Thursday is going to be an attempted draft at another project. So that's going to be AI stuff. If you like that sort of stuff, then come on by. And Friday is going to be more museum stuff, but at least a more reasonable hour. And Saturday and Sunday are going to be gaming days, but Saturday is going to be changed a little bit. So we've got a little surprise on Saturday. Sunday is probably going to be the same thing as usual, so it's going to be more of The Sims. So that's what the week is currently looking like. If there's any updates, I will put them on X, which formerly Twitter. Again, the usual joke of, hey, either way, there is a platform. And that platform works. Just hold on a second. Yay. Yeah, I've got very bad timing, considering at the moment there are a couple of people that I know about that are already streaming. So one is Koi. So if you want to watch some Pal World's gonna be there. Though I found the title very funny because I was watching it for a while, and then there is also Yuri Isn't Sleepy, who's currently live too, and they're doing some games with their community. So if you fancy more game content, go and check them out too. So that's gonna. So if you want a bit more gaming content today, then over there. But if you want a bit more like chill vibes and little calmer chat today, then feel free to stick around and get some work done. It's all in good fun. Yo! Hey Felix, yeah, I got it working! We got the model working finally. I need to actually take the hat off now. So yeah, I am no longer a PNG. I am simply here. How you doing, Felix? It's been a while since you've been in chat, and by a while I mean I see you every day in the Hina server. But yeah, how's it going? How you doing? Ooh, editing a clip. Is it the koi clip or is it a different one? Because you've got a whole bunch of things jam-packed at the moment, I believe. The koi one. Oh my god, I can't wait to see that. That's going to be fun to see. I did watch the Memi one that you put out as well, all the Memi clips, and that was a really good compilation you made as well. How do you spell no, archaeology? Nope, can't spell archaeology. How do I spell it? Archaeology. How the hell could I? Oh well. But yeah, it's just chill vibes today this time, Felix. It's very much. I'm not streaming at my usual time, so if you need like just a moment, the outer context clips should be you saying the love one. The only ones left. Oh god. Oh, that's out. You've got this. You can power through. We all believe in you. You are a force to be reckoned with. And you at least know how to make it look good. But yeah, remember to take breaks though, because you do an absolute ton. It's all good, just telling you the truth. It's always hard to think of like the right word for stuff. RJ's gonna get more rep at some point during the story, but for now, we're having to work with other bits and pieces. Let's read the book while we do it. Unfortunately, there's not really much to say today. I'm a little more bouncy usually when there's more people chatting, but that's okay today considering it's just a working stream. Sometimes just having somebody working with you is enough to at least get you going as well. Because you're both in the same boat. And I've got to change an entire project as well this week. Which is gonna be fun. I'm gonna have to sort that tomorrow. But I'll sort that slightly before the stream and then slightly after, because the Duolingo stuff, I don't necessarily have to learn that for class. Just thought it'd be nice to do a little bit of language learning, considering I've said before that I wanted to do some like language studies and little bits of studying on these streams. So I thought it'd be a nice idea to see how people go with being able to cover a different language for a bit. And probably at like a more sane time than right now. But that's okay, because you don't necessarily need to be going and have a lot of people watching. And I just crashed from my own chat. That's fun. Did I crash properly, or is that just me? Hold on. Did I muck up? Did the absolute tech noob of a librarian muck up? Nope, we're not having a situation like we did first stream. That's okay. That's good. I don't think. No, yep, we're fine. I've always got to worry, considering I have like a small track record of either getting things crashed or accidentally doing other bits. You're doing great, don't worry. Thank you, Felix. Just minor rambles to myself this time, it's a-okay. Very calm. Calm, collected, and still needing to talk about Coprolite, which is... well, Coprolite, technically. I keep calling it Coprolite instead of Coprolite. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. How the hell am I supposed to try and make it sound funny of somebody pointing out to a child? It's like, oh, that rock you're interested in? Yeah, that's basically human waste. So I don't know how to explain that. I have to prepare/eat lunch, so I have to go. Have a nice stream. No worries, Felix. Oh, thank you for always joining. You go enjoy. You go enjoy your lunch. Oh, hi, Phil. Hiya, how's it going? Like Felix goes, Phil joins. Well, that's a funny coincidence. Yeah, welcome on in. Gaming with the boys again. Oh, that's nice. What are you playing this time? Hey, again isn't bad. Again just means that you got more games to play with the boys. Which is a-okay. This is more of a relaxed environment this time, so if you needed some help with any sort of gamer rage or whatever, I'm here. Still that. Well, I'm hoping you guys do better this time, because instead of 2 wins, you get 3 wins. No wins today until now. Ah, well, sometimes it takes a little bit to get some wins. Again, I fully believe in you, and I fully hope that you get a couple more. Also, oh, I didn't see the number. We're getting there. Yeah, that's all that matters. You're getting there. Also, I didn't see the number of viewers go up. Hello there. Whether you're lurkers or whether you're chatters, always happy to see you. Hopefully you are having a nice time relaxing and had a nice day. Next round starts. Go and win that, Phil. Tell me all about it when you get back. If you come back, you don't have to. It's always nice to see people. Once I've actually drafted this, I might just read it out on stream just to see how it sounds. I've always thought of like just getting some audiobook, well, I say getting audiobook, getting some like stories and stuff, whether other people have written them or whether they're like books that have come out that necessarily don't have an audiobook. I wanted to try and see if I could read them sort of things out. Because then it means that people who want to read them have access. And then people who decide, hey, this sounds pretty good, I want to check it out, then they can just go and get it. One day though. Not today, mind you. Today is simply this sort of stuff. Oh, notification? Okay, nothing important. One thing for anyone who is slightly lazy and can bring a laptop into lessons, there's a button here, dictate. That works like 80% of the time. It will pick up sounds. It's lagging a lot. Oh boy. Oh no. That's not good. I fully get the pain of lagging. Whether it's me lagging or not. Oh dear. But no, go. I hope you can do it. I believe in you. You and the boys. Well, the boys, trademark. Sorry, just type that. Boop. There we go. Oh! The server's down bad. I just realised I mucked up. I mucked up. I forgot I set my things to stuff. Put my book back. The one... Pull servers. But now, I wanted to type the trademark, but I forgot that some of my buttons are taken there. And then I also remembered that I've at least got one of the keys set to a plus, and I don't know which one. So as long as nothing's ended, which it doesn't look like it has, I'll take it. But yeah, if you wanted to... As like a fun thing for you guys to learn, if you wanted to type like the trademark symbol into anything, first you have to press Alt. You have to hold down Alt. And then if you have a number pad, you can try the number pad. If you have just a normal keyboard, I think you can do it with the numbers on top. I'm going to try that now. So it's an Alt. Never mind, I've held it down too long. Thank you. So it's Alt plus 153. Oh, shoot. Not again. Every time. Ignore anything that just happened. So you hold down Alt and then press plus, and then you have this box. And that box you're able to go for any sort of combination of either letters, numbers. So depending on what sort of numbers you've put in there, it ends up giving you a small thing. So a plus 153 ends up giving you the trademark symbol. But we're taking that away because I keep mucking things up. But okay, so now that I've learnt that, you can't do it with... You can use the plus on the normal keyboard, but you can't use the keys. You can't use like the number keys. You have to have a number pad for it. So good to know. The usual sort of mucking up from me, but now we know. Ah boy. Every time. This Word document's going to be the death of me, I swear. Okay, we're fine. We're all good. What sort of fossil should I go for? What would be a funny fossil? I just need like a funny fossil display to put down. Hmm. Dinosaur. Okay, cool. Hmm. Just, what sort of dinos? Ironically, today we were learning about like research anyway. So that's kind of a funny thing for me. Quiz on Power Worlds. Oh, Yuri's doing a scribbly. Okay. It's fine. But yeah. I'm sorry, there's an article on how to buy dinosaur fossils. What? No. Give me the article. I need to find out how to buy dinosaur fossils. Now we're reading this. This was in 2023. Oh my goodness. Maybe. Okay, so if safety concerns aren't too bad, let me double check this. Just gonna hide this a second. So that's fine. Let me go with up. No, because it doesn't want to check it. Come on. You can do it, buddy. Huh. Really doesn't want to let me show you this article. Right, giving up on... Okay, giving up on showing you because for some reason it doesn't want me... It doesn't recognize my, what's the word? Search engine. Search engine. I'm gonna read out the article because I want to find out how to buy dinosaur fossils. I will... Okay. A Tyrannosaurus. No, actually, I want to find out how to... Come on. Is there no way of me actually streaming a thing of how to recognize dinosaurs? Please? Okay, hold on. I need to cover this again. Technical difficulties, you know, the usual, because the library doesn't know what they're doing. Let's try that. Nope. That. Found it. If I shrink the top. No, we're not breaking anything today. Okay, that should be fine after I sort of thing. If it stops trying to do stuff too, that'd be great. Yeah, that should be okay. So let's click this. Ta-da! We can do tech things! Yay! We did tech things that don't dox me. That's slightly better too. Though I don't... At this point, if anything like that happens and I need to start like editing down the stuff, I'd be moving... Well, I'll take out the stuff that needs to like not be there. So if anything does end up accidentally doing that, Please, ignore it. I'm doing things in a weird way, which end up making it a lot harder on myself. Case in point, Word document. Like, who does that? Anyway, we're not here to talk about my incompetence. We are here to talk about how to buy a fossil. In museums across the world, you can go see dinosaur fossils, scattered bones resembled into their original forms of a roaring Tyrannosaurus or a lumbering sauropod. It's one thing to see a dinosaur fossil, but it's quite another to hold one in your hand. Here is the best tips for purchasing a dinosaur fossil to add to your personal collection. Yes, I am now invested in how to buy my own fossil. That's a big fossil. A beautiful Triceratops brown horn fossil. Okay, that's actually a lot more fluid than I thought. Okay. Buy from trusted sources. Huh. 1. First things first, you have to know where to buy from. Dinosaur fossils can be sold at specialty stores or trade shows, usually close to the big dig sites in the United States, mostly in the Southwest. If that's a bit of a trek for you, there's also many online vendors to choose from that sell dinosaur fossils. When purchasing online, it's important to ensure the seller is reliable and the artifacts certified genuine. With auction sites like eBay and Etsy, it can be difficult to determine the legitimacy of the seller, so it's best to stick with specialist sites. I'm sorry, for a moment, can we talk about the fact that people on Etsy are selling dinosaur bones? Can we just take that in for a minute? Like, I want to own dinosaur bones, but not that badly. Okay. Just rocks up to Etsy. Rocks up onto Etsy and it's just like, hey, I'm looking for some dino bones. Actually, I might have to check that in a minute. I might actually check that in a minute. We're going down a rabbit hole. It's fine. You should always check to see if they have an about or authenticity page too. It's also good to see if they can share the area that the fossils came from. High quality Spinosaurus teeth. Damn. 2. Once you have the seller you trust, the next question is what kind of dinosaur fossil you want and what you want to pay for it. Yeah, chances are you don't have a spare 30 million in your monthly budget to buy a complete T-Rex skull. But other specimens like teeth or fossil fragments are far more affordable, selling for $20 or $30. So on a student budget, I can barely afford a tooth. Gotcha. And besides, the library doesn't get enough donations. That's fair enough, mind you. Okay. Dinosaur fossils are precious items, but there are new ones found every day by paleontologists, meaning just about anyone can own a fossil. So what kind of fossil do you want to own? I said own in a real weird way. Keep in mind, fossils can come in many forms. A classic permineralized. That's a weird word. A classic permineralized fossil is when minerals leach into an organism's bones. I have a funny story about organism at some point. Replacing and preserving it with stone. A cast or mold retains the shape of the specimen without actually preserving the form itself. A trace fossil may be a fossilized footprint or some other mark left behind by the creature. There's a lot of options to choose from. Okay. I'm now just going down this rabbit hole. Identify your fossil. Number 3. You'll also want to keep in mind the different eras that the fossils can come from. If you're interested in dinosaurs, you're just going to want to focus on the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous periods. Dinosaurs emerged during the Triassic, but didn't come to dominate until the Jurassic. After the end Triassic extinction event. Jeez, I didn't think I was getting a history lesson today, but here we are. At the time, from 200 to 150 Maya? Okay. Oh, million years ago. Oh my god. Yes, between 200 to 150 Mayas. No, a million years ago. Dinosaurs ruled the land, seas, and air. Still find it really funny that chickens are some of the closest descendants to dinos we have. Altogether, the age of dinosaurs is called the Mesozoic, and any fossil from this period is a real treasure. So there are some teeth. 4. Most importantly is the question of the dinosaur itself. What dinosaur fossil do you want to own? A lot of them. A lot of them is the answer, to be fair. Imagine just, like, plonking all your money down just to be like, I would like one fossil, please. Some specimens are rarer than others, and their costs are prohibitively expensive. If you're just starting out, a small tooth can be the perfect entry point. A dinosaur tooth is a distinctive and easily identifiable specimen that can be purchased without breaking the bank. A single carnivorous dinosaur like Spinosaurus could grow dozens of teeth throughout its life, leaving behind many specimens to be had today. You should also think about what kind of dinosaur you want. Are you looking for a herbivore or a carnivore? What about a Triassic, Jurassic, or Cretaceous creature? There are many different types of dinosaurs to choose from. Triceratops, this is the part I need in order to decide on, but it's fine. So Triceratops, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Stegosaurus, Ankylosaurus, Spinosaurus, Raptors, Dromaeosaurids. So, I didn't know they went by that. Okay. Iguanodon. Oh god. Pachycephalosaurus, sauropods, and more. You could even look for other fossils from non-dinosaur creatures, like the Mosasaurus, Plesiosaurus. Wait, plesies aren't dinos? I guess plesies aren't dinos. I never knew that. Or megalodons. Okay, megalodons are like similar to sharks, but plesies? Huh. Okay, more you know. Build your collection. Someone just framing their fossils like their albums. Yes, I too have a record station, which is just fossils. Although this kind of reminded me of like some childhood stuff. So, when I was but a wee librarian and had times to leave the archives for a while, myself, my dad, and Brokila would go to like the beach for holidays, and Brokila and I would always go and collect some like seashells and collect some rocks, and we'd always look out for like little fossils, so we'd be able to find I forgot what they're called, but they're quite common, but they're the ones that end up looking like a snail shell of sorts. But we'd always find a couple of them, and I still believe back in one of our old rooms, we have them on display in there. I think I actually found one, but then he ended up taking it and being like, hey, this is for my collection. Well, this suits my collection more than it suits yours. Because I didn't have one at the time. But yeah, I remember when I was younger we used to collect them a lot, and that was a lot of fun. Next time I get to the better pocket dimension, I will show you. Well, no, technically I won't show you. I will simply actually try and prove it, because I know there's definitely a bag of rocks somewhere. But yeah, let's go to step 5. So 5. Once you have your fossil, caring for the specimen is very important. A fossil has survived millions of years to the present moment, but it can still be damaged by neglect. So it's a child. You want a nice spot for displaying, but not anywhere the fossil can be damaged. So a child. Keep the specimen dry and clean. So a child. No, I'm not gonna keep making the same joke. A fossil is not just a rocky child. Though, if that's the case... No, I'm kidding. Remember to handle gently. So a child. A display case or stand is the perfect way to show off your new treasure. Okay, that's where we can't make the child joke anymore. That's just bad parenting if you have to put a child in a cage. In, like, a display cage rather than one of those plastic ones. I know what I'm saying. I just end up not finishing my sentence enough. Before buying a dinosaur fossil, remember to think about what dinosaur you'd like to purchase when you're buying it, and where you're buying it from. Check the fossils from trusted sources that can trace the fossil's origin. There are plenty of ways to start building up your collection of dinosaur fossils right now, and before you know it, you could have your very own museum lining a bookshelf of your home. I guess there's other bits and pieces that we can search. But yeah, that's basically the dinos. I need the bit where it's telling me like all the dino names. Did I scroll too far yet? Found them. Okay, so I need that bit. So for now we are not going... So, hide that a second. We need this one. So if this is done correctly, yay. Professionalism at its finest. Okay, so I need to decide on a dino. Because that's the entire reason why I was on here, to decide what dinosaur I wanted to add to the story. Let me see. Which one would be like a funny one to add to just a story? Because I want to make a joke about them having to like lug it into the museum. Which again, I don't know whether that would work, but I know that it would be quite funny to do so. Let me see. Let me look at an ankylosaur for a second. Ankylosaur. Okay, what are these things? Oh. Okay, no, yeah, I kind of want to... What I was going to do to try and decide on a dino was basically I was gonna just go and get Animal Crossing out and just look at my fossils, considering I've completed the museum on there. Which took a day and an age, but 100% complete museum, I'll take it. 8,000 kilograms as an adult. These things are big. Actually, that would be quite funny because then they'd have to. But how would they get it out of the museum? Hmm. Just thinking now at this point. What are the logistics of sneaking in a pile of bones? Because whatever pile of bones I'm gonna get them to sneak in, they are gonna have to know facts about them. And like my teacher said today, it's better to learn about this sort of stuff and use other resources. I'll look at the Pachycephalosaurus. I just think of an Apache helicopter whenever I say that. But that's a helicopter. Cephalosaurus. Oh, those are weird looking things. I kind of want to make a joke about the Apache. Where they're trying to say it. Oops. Sorry, it's a bit uncomfortable on the chair sometimes. Oh, it's the Natural History Museum. Oh, okay, so they stole that. I'm in all purposes, I'm joking. There is a joke mainly about them taking stuff and just putting you in, especially the British National History Museum. They were found in Canada. Okay. Herbivores. You know what? No, I'm gonna use them as my research. And no, we are. Ooh, actually. Sorry, they just popped up an advert where it's you can sleep with the dinos. It's kind of like night in museum. I'd do it. I'd do it. Come on, wouldn't you want to like sleep with the dinos? It's kind of like when they have horror events going on and you're able to stay over at like a haunted mansion or something, or like a haunted house. Oh no, I've just reminded myself. I with like if none of you are aware, there are scare events, right? And there's quite a few of them in the UK, and they are scattered all over. But the issue is, majority of them are in Halloween time. There is one that is outside of the threshold, and that usually happens about nowish till around September because it's what's known as off peak, and that's the only one I've been to. I love like Halloween stuff, but I'm a 50-50 for horror, and I've been to one singular horror event for a really random reason. If I remember, if somebody reminds me at some point, like, if I'm ever playing a scarier game at some point, or if it feels like perfect time, try and remind me about the horror event, because that is like a story and a half. Okay. the patchy. How, patch Y. Patch Y, Cephalosaurus. Spell it wrong. Worth a try, worth a try. It's a hard word. Like, look. Like, come on. Look me in the eye. Look. 1 second. Look me in the eyes and tell me. And tell me that's not a hard word. It's a hard word. It's a long word. I'm gonna shrink myself back down now. I think I shrunk my doll back to the right size. We'll stick with this being the right size. But it's a complicated word. I can barely spell like the actually, I say that barely as if I can spell it. I can't even spell the longest not the longest word in Welsh, just like the really long place name. I can say it, but I can't spell it. I know mostly where all the double L's need to be. So that's good enough for me. Boy. Just double checking something. Okay, practice. Hold on. Okay, no, I haven't marked up yet. I put yet because I never know. Did I run out of music? No, I still got music. Okay. I was gonna like play the Sim stuff in order to get the stream open, but it felt like it needed to be more of a chill one, versus it being like hyped. So yeah. Let me a moment. Okay. I think usually should be changed to typically. And nuggies. Nuggies to dictionary. And then head to head like this. I'm gonna finish this section. Rightio then. So, not the most done today. We've gotten almost 300. That's good. And we did a bit of research too into like bones, which is actually the most normal thing we've done on these streams. Didn't even talk about too much crime this time. We're doing great. But yeah, with that in mind, it's a slow day, and because it's a slow day, I seem to have taken me. Hold on. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a goofy mood. So yeah, because it's more of a slower time, and mainly because Mondays are going to be like some of like the smaller streams if I'm going to be doing them, considering I have a lesson before them. So, hopefully it's not too much of a busy week, but I am definitely going to like cut it here. So for anyone who has just joined, thank you for at least checking it out. For anybody who has been here since the start, thank you so much. Diolch yn fawr is your Welsh word for the day. And I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. So tomorrow is going to be our Welsh stream. So we're going to be doing some Duolingo. Yay! That bird's going to murder me, isn't it? Not if I get to it first. Not if I get to it first. Anyway, for now, thank you so much, diolch. And until the next time, I bara, y prynawn, a i nos da. Bye, hwyl fawr.